With a yo-ho-ho, it's Taylor the Toaster. Welcome back to Let's Play Inazuma 11-3 Team Ogre Attacks. In the last episode, Coach Hillman was hospitalized, but we reclaimed the incriminating evidence from him, and now instead we've had the backup idea to pass it on to Detective Smith, who we should be able to coincidentally find on the harbour of where we need to be anyway for our next match. So, let's go to Turtle Stadium. Well, I like turtles, and I especially like the look of this island. Gee, you wonder why they called it Turtle Island, eh? Yeah, that's how you can tell that that Liocott is not really a real country. I take back anything I ever said. This place is horrible. But yeah, I mean, it does remind me a little bit of Super Mario Sunshine, actually. It's an island in the shape of a sea creature, but all the lights have gone dim and now it looks bleak and horrible. Although this one looks a bit more horrible.
It sounds like humans in a bad way. Well, I'll get this evidence about Rice to the FFI board right away.
And so we'll give that to him. Please do your job, Detective.
I want to see you give Brazil one heck of a game today, you hear?
Why didn't we give it to Detective Smith in the first place? He's only in this game to be a detective and do legal duties such as that.
Semi-finals, eh? This is getting serious. I'm getting seriously nervous.
What did I tell you, Austin? You're too tense. We've trained as hard as we can. It's a fair game, and there's no funny business. We shouldn't lose to Brazil.
You're right, Axel. And just remember what my granddad wrote. Rule 2. Unyielding courage. You can stand up to anyone. Yeah, that was the one that applied to you, mate. But we will head to Turtle Stadium. We've sent in the incriminating evidence, so that should sort out Zoolan Rice, but it's not going to fix the weather in it, isn't it? This place is still miserable and dark and gloomy. But nevertheless, we'll pursue. I'm just wandering around for no real reason. That's how my brain works. A formerly nice place that has been thrust into darkness and now it's a pretty horrible place to be. Great, let's have a really thorough look around. Even though the viewers at home do not care one bit what the port of Turtle Stadium looks like. I'm just going to do that anyway. But meanwhile, the route to the stadium, this is basically going to be your Fuji Forest for this game. Even though we had an episode in Fuji Forest earlier in the project. That's just how expansive this game is. But yeah, it's not as tough to get around as Fuji Forest, but this is definitely a maze. For example, if I go up here, it's gonna lead just like in a square shape. I still want to explore the place thoroughly enough, but it's like a square shape at the moment. But what was blocking me? Wow, that was a very craftily hidden treasure chest. I'm extremely disappointed it only had friendship points in it, because given how obscured that treasure chest was, and I wouldn't have found it if I didn't blatantly run into it and stub my toe on the side of it, then I wouldn't have seen it at all. They are throwing the treasure chests at me, and funnily enough, the ones that are in plain sight are containing much better items than the ones hidden out of view. But fair enough, like, in that one sentence, that was what, 4 treasure chests? Fuji Forest, they made you work a lot harder than that. They were in all sorts of obscure nooks and crannies. But anyway, if you take the long way around, like that, the very, very long way around. Oh hey, it's Scowlan from the... He was that guy who had a really unexpressive face just now. I'm gonna challenge him head on. Let's get hold of it. No, don't pass the ball. I want to have an encounter with Scowlan. And it's only a gain possession of the ball game, so I guess I'm just gonna have to do that and win it then. Fine, enough messing around, just give me the ball. But, alright, sorry for taking this for granted. You've got heat tackle while my defender, Nathan Swift, does not have any defensive moves. This is why I don't use him anymore outside of this chapter where he chose to be important. Why am I actually struggling with a gain possession of the ball game? This is ridiculous now. I'm not even doing anything wrong. They've just got extraordinarily high movement speeds. What on earth? Give me the ball. I'm gonna lose the easiest mission type in the game. He's faster than 4! What the... Well, Rock Scowlan deserves to be in one of my thumbnails now. I don't necessarily mean for this one. I mean to say he's already been in one, because in the multiplayer episode of my Inazuma 11 2 Let's Play, I did a trade with Blue Hamlet, and he gave me Rock Scowlan just because he happened to recruit him there and then, and thought he looked funny. Catenaccio counter, the Hisatsu tactics of the Italian team. That's why you want to take the left route there. It even gives you some bonus treasure chests. You obviously can backtrack, but those treasure chests are extremely notable and you definitely want to go that way. But anywho, so yeah, like, Rock Scowlan was in the multiplayer episode of my Inazuma 2 Let's Play, and he got to be in the thumbnail, and now he's been in an episode. Hey, Grar, do you want to apply for something called Team Ogre? I think you'd look right at home amongst those guys. His name was actually Grar. That's fantastic. Is this just going to be an episode of Random Encounters? I wouldn't complain if these are the guys we're going to be encountering. I wonder if they have a striker among them, because I still want a new one. I think I'm going to have to go to the trouble of recruiting Grar. I think I remember him with my own brain. I think his first name's Mardi. Oh, he's a goalkeeper. I don't really want him then. There's not much I can do with a goalkeeper. I've got enough. But like, his name's a pun on Mardi Gras, a type of wine. Can we score on him? He's got God hand, but it's not the glowy one from a few episodes ago, unfortunately. So we're going to score. Right, I think you guys have had enough of Random Encounters now. Fee, fi, fo, fun, they're called. I'm having a go. We even get Norman Zeus, whose nickname is Nauseous, and he can't stand the sight of wine, much unlike Mardi Gras. I'm cracking up here. Anyway, I took a dead end. I didn't know that was a dead end, but I thought there was a treasure chest on it. I was mistaken. So let's take the top route instead. I guess, to be fair, it's a good thing that they didn't put a treasure chest on the dead end, because dead ends generally aren't very dead in Inazuma. They always reward you with some kind of item, so thus defeating the point of a dead end. So yeah, that was a traditional dead end. You would probably be dead if you fell off it, because where are we? It's just a really poorly designed bridge in the midst of a load of trees and fog. and then the world's greatest beach. Let's get to the end and sail across it in the little dinghy. And that's going to be the stadium that confronts us. Wow. It's pleasant. Well, I mean, it would be if the sky was blue. Like, the only problem is the weather. It's a perfect building otherwise. Makes you wonder what other games were played on this stadium, because those ones were surely completely fine. You know what? Bad weather is good, because the weather's always great in this game, and it's not that reflective of Japan. I love these guys. Even at the semi-finals, he's still forgetting his ticket. Anyway, I will not be doing the Brazilian match in this episode, but I'm still gonna plod in and at least meet the Brazilian team and see the setup beforehand. And so this is what it looks like on the inside. It looks like a football pitch. Mark, it's you! Garotto!
Bingo, we heard about what's been going on from your teammate.
Sim, I know. Lagato told me.
We got hold of evidence of Zoolan Rice's plans. It's on the way to the FFI board as we speak.
That's right, Mac. You don't have to worry about Zoolan Rice anymore. You're free to play the way you want to. But I asked you to let us win, and yet you still help me? I want to play football with you. When I saw your shot the other day, it made me want to face you on the pitch. I want to play a good, fair game. The kind of match we could be proud of. You want the same, right, Mac?
Look, I don't care what your reasons were. I can't forgive you for asking us to throw the match. But I feel the same as Mark. I want to play against you.
Garrotos, I am sorry. Hey Mac, what's the matter?
What's with him? That'll teach us to try and help him out.
I can't put my finger on it, but there was something odd about that lad.
Well, it's almost time for kickoff. Let's line up on the pitch.
And wow, you can genuinely talk to them all. No, you can't.
What is that? What? Allow me to show you to your seat.
Now, Minion, I trust that we will emerge victorious for your sake.
Ah, there is no need to worry, sire. Remember, there is nothing in this world that money cannot buy.
Indeed.
Never mind, you can't. But oh boy, that line from Minion, there is nothing in this world that money cannot buy, with a twinkle in his eye. I've been laughing since he played in the cutscene. Yeah, there wasn't enough evidence to arrest Zoolan. No, it's just because the FFI board is under Zoolan's control. That was fairly obvious to begin with, I would have expected. So, obviously, the villain has not been dealt with yet.
Oh, I love money.
I should be taking this seriously, but that line. Everyone loves money. That's a line from a Titanic ripoff.
Mark, I had a look at that evidence you found. There's something missing. The final part of his plan. Something that ties it all together. There must be another installment. I don't know what might be in it, but if we could get hold of it, maybe we'd have more luck.
So you think there's more evidence? We can't go looking for it now.
Mark, what about Hector Helio? He was at Zoolan Rice's mansion too. Maybe he was the one who took it.
You could be right, Axel. I bet Hector's going to be at this game too, right? He must be around here somewhere. Let's take a look around the stadium. But we need to hurry. But well, that's extreme motivation from all of them. So, I hope Hector Helio's around here somewhere. Otherwise, well, I mean, who's to say he's got evidence on him anyway? But nonetheless, he is not in the stadium because the only person here is Detective Smith and the whole crowd. Even though we saw everyone, like, Zoolan Rice, the Brazilian team, they all popped in and they're all gone. But anyway, as to where you need to find Hector, remember that dead end from before that I was complimenting for being a dead end with no sort of reward whatsoever? Yeah, I was lying because actually there is something here and the treasure chest would overlap with them if it was there.
Mark, what in the world are you doing here? Don't you have a game that's due to kick off?
Nelly? Oh yeah, you're helping out with the Cote Victoire team. I totally forgot. Anyway, Hector, remember when we met you in Zoolan Rice's mansion? You didn't happen to pick up any documents, did you? Huh? It's just, if we can find more proof, Zoolan Rice will be arrested and Mac and the others will be really free to play
Calm down, Mark, you're babbling. Take a deep breath and tell us what's going on.
Alright. So that's pretty much everything.
I see. Well, if that's the case, then I think we should give Mark that document, don't you, Hector?
Are you sure? The chief said this was our ace up the sleeve when things got serious.
Well, I think things are jolly well serious now, don't you? Don't worry, Mark and the team will take care of this. If the coach was here, I have no doubt he would tell you to give that evidence to Mark.
Nelly, I can see that you really trust Mark. You are right. I know the chief would want me to give this to Mark. Here you go. This is the evidence I found about Zoolan Rice's plans. I hope it will be useful for you.
Don't you want to, back it up on a memory stick or something? Don't just get a spare copy for yourselves.
Mark, hang on a minute. Aren't you even going to take a look over... He's gone. Some things never change.
Nelly? Mark Evans, I want to do battle with you on the football field, but you'll have to beat Brazil in the semi-final first. Good luck!